This is the year. This is the year. As I foretold 2 years ago through Robert that this would be the opportunity, the window would still be open for the front runners to take advantage of this ripe, potent opportunity to allow who you already are, to allow the freedom that's already there, to allow the insights, the consciousness, the confidence, the free-flowing nature of creation itself to be a part of your human experience, your experience. And so the mantra for this year is so simple. It's not your problem what humanity chooses. It is not. It's not your problem how humanity responds to you personally. It's none of your business what humanity chooses to do. Your business is to make sure that you're in the joy of your own presence. Your business is to make sure you're expressing the joy of the presence of your own divine self. That's your only job. That's the work that needs to be made real. That's your 9-to-5 occupation. Everything else is a distraction. And when you let that presence, that divine presence, to fully come into your body, then you're actually serving the problems of humanity. Now, of course, some of you argue with me. That's a good argument. You would say to me, dear Yeshua, isn't it true that the light that you also carried also disrupted humanity's consciousness and made it more difficult for them to actually continue thinking, feeling, acting as they once did? It's true. It's true. So in so many ways, from the soul's perspective, your light is a blessing to this planet. From the human being that has forgotten who they are, for the human being that has disconnected from their own soul some time ago, your light is a problem. Your light to their life is almost a curse because it forces them to get real about what is real. And what is real as a human being is making the soul in your body with you real, tangible, practical, expressive, ongoing, free-flowing. That is the work that we're here to do and to do together. And because you allow the presence of your soul, you open yourself up, you open your heart up, you open your body up to feel that there is a lot of others like myself who are more than happy and more than willing to befriend you. Well, it doesn't mean that you see us, although some of you will. Some of you who are tuned in here today can see my energy that's a little different from Robert's energy, just outside his physical body. Some of you see the golden ray of light that is a natural part of my presence. That's a natural part of Robert's presence because it's a natural part of Michael's presence. That is your presence as well. This is our joy, to as many ways as we can to remind you over and over again that this work becomes real this work becomes fulfilling, my service now to you is to make sure you don't fall off the ladder. It's to make sure you don't get distracted by humanity's activities, by humanity's judgments, by humanity's discerning eye as it gazes upon you and perhaps doesn't like what it sees. It's not your problem what they see in you. Don't make it your problem. It's really none of your business what humanity is choosing to do. Your business is give them the opportunity to continue life here on earth by ensuring that the light of who you are is here with you. And so 2016 is the opportunity to gaze upon this reality that you call your human experience, much like an eagle or a hawk. Well, there's times where it needs to be where you're really in the details of what you're involved with, and that's appropriate. But it's also the time for you to spend more time tuning into the overview, the bird's eye view, so you don't get lost in the mundane day-to-day realities that can pull you out of that perception, that wisdom, that knowledge. You serve life, dear ones. Your service is to the long-term relationship you have with life. Your time, as it is spent here on earth as a human being, is serving now the expansion of all of creation that had been stuck for some time. It was not known to anyone if life did not expand as it has begun to expand, what would happen to everyone? Would creation simply reboot itself in every individual identity would be reabsorbed into the consciousness of spirit for another opportunity to be set free and to see, let's try it again? But we don't have to face any of those possibilities, any of those potentials, because the work you've done here. Am I making this clear to you? If not for you, life, all of creation is in a very strange predicament. And so when Michael and I and Robert say to you, it's time to really own the unique value that you carry. It's time for you to own and be comfortable realizing what a priceless being you are, for having the courage to be here on earth at a time that indeed is the most challenging and the most rewarding. Let's take a breath here with that.